Pittsburgh Steelers on the Cleveland Browns.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to one of the most storied postseason venues in the league. Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, sold out once again. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. It's been a good season for them so far. They're just looking to keep that momentum going forward.
They like their record. Now they want to increase it. A win here could really get the momentum going in the right direction.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them. Now in his 8th year in the NFL.
And it wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the one touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, now he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
Jones wants to throw to start things out here.
And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
Second down and 4.
Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Now Jones. That's going to be caught by Judy. That he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down. They gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin.
Fielded just inside the 20. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And leading the charge, their lefty QB.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 8. to throw. Gabriel. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Looking to throw. Gabriel escaping the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Second and 10. Throwing again. Gabriel. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And he returns this to the 22. Cleveland offense making their way out. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little that on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. To throw, Jones. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you could actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
They go play action here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough, and it turned into an interception.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. About 3 yards there to the 27. Third and 2. They'll try and run for it with Gainwell. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 20, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, check bigger. Blue striker. Check back 27. Check back 27. Here we are. Ready, go.
Off the play fake. Gabriel rolling to his left. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Steal. Check steal. Watch the run. Watch the run. Smash. Red.
Operating from the gun. Gabriel. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2? Maybe even 3 more plays.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They run behind center with Gainwell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Kenneth Gainwell taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
A little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was Kenneth Gainwell who finished it off with a touchdown run. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Off play action. Jones. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Malik Harrison
leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback, and you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
3rd and 12.
Looking to throw. Jones. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. It felt like he was in the pocket all day, never got rid of it.
And when you have that much time, you've got to either find someone open or get rid of it because with that amount of time to throw the ball, that means the offensive line's done a really nice job.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now Austin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Back to throw. Gabriel. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf, 40 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes our score 17-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll give them another shot here on the ground. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and get...
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gabriel over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Second and a couple.
60 red. 43 rail. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Ready.
keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Here's Sermon. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Trey Sermon, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. They hand off to their big tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a 1st carry for their fullback. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Xander Horvath taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball,
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 54 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Second and 7.
Check. Watch what they do. Here we go, G. All check, man. All check. Watch that green. Go.
Off the play fake. Gabriel out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. Umpire threw the flag. Usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go.
And that's a nice run, a nice game that has to have them feeling pretty good about themselves as we head to the 2-minute warning.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
Mike 46. Mike 46. Marcus, defense, Marcus. 46 to Mike. 46 to Mike.
To throw on third down. Gabriel working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So first and 10 now from the 30. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Ultra. Go ultra. Right.
Looking to throw. Gabriel. A throw left side, caught by the tight end, Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Tight down. There you go. He's checking. Crash.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and goal from inside the 5. Gainwell. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Browns drive about to get started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Jones on 1st and 10. That pass caught. It's Williams. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The final shot before break. Jones. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This the first of 4 Divisional Round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other Divisional Round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs matching up with the Las Vegas Raiders.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
54, Mark, 54,
Fight 60. Ultra. Squad red.
watch the screen. Watch the edge. You go tight. You got
Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Gabriel. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Second and 6. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Down the numbers. There he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Steelers have opened the lead up to 30. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
2nd and 5. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 43, here's 2nd down and a yard. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Jones now on first down. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down. Operating from the gun, Jones. The kidder here, it's complete.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Brandon, you know how we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan? That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The slot man in motion right. On the give, this is their fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Jones looking to change the play.
Jones on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Jones firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Back to throw. Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. From 10 yards out.
And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Group E able to add the PAT.
And the lead is down to 24. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown.
Taken at the goal line. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Up the middle, here's Sermon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Sermon now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, first down. From the gun, Sermon.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Second down and 6 now.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets it down to the 32.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
And they just acquired him a new ball carrier. What do you think of the acquisition?
I like it. Maybe not the big-time player, big-time impact you're looking for, but someone who wants to prove something and find a new home.
They give to Sermon out of the gun. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the handoff, Sermon.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Back to Sermon on 1st down.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Slot man moves right.
Sermon.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And they'll run with Sermon.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Trey Sermon with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 1. Now a shotgun snap as he'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. Now an inside draw. This is their fullback. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Throw out wide is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. That is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Second and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Wide open receiver complete. Yeah, the Browns are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. They'll look to throw again.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Call it a big loss of 10 there. And it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
He's known for his legs and his fancy footwork, but he's not getting much of a chance to use it here. The defense continued to hold the upper hand by bringing him down on that play.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
So he's hit pay dirt twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the second half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get him the football because obviously something is working for him to find the end zone twice. In any event, however this turns out, he's going to be hard to deal with in the film room, isn't it? He's going to want to know why he's not getting more passes thrown to him.
Those big tight ends are getting greedy. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Running right, this is Gainwell. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
The heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. Gabriel.
They'll get this complete to Austin.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again with Sermon. And this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, look good. Everything got funneled to the nose, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point now by Boswell. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Kenneth Gainwell who finished it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Jones now looking to throw on 2nd down. A quick throw there is incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. He's going to let it fly. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Steelers ready for their next possession. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
72 yards on the ground now for Sermon. He's got a first down.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
They run once more with Sermon.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Let's go, defense. Let's get on the field, defense. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike.
Ready, go.
And they will take a knee here.
Down, 45, white.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.
The Steelers earn the win at home as we say so long from Pittsburgh.